Hello, I'm Leffy and welcome to the Planty video. Today's video is Fungus Gnats, Fungus Gnats 101, dealing with fungus gnats. Now, before we go any further, I feel like it's important to tell you that I do not live in the US, I live in South Africa. So this is based off of products that I use / have found in South Africa. So if you don't see things like mosquito bits and stuff mentioned, that's because we don't have them here. Now, fungus gnats I know are irritating, but they're not really super destructive. They're not great, and in the end they're going to do some nasty things to the root systems, but more than anything they're a pain. But you can deal with them, and there are some tips and tricks on how to do it. So these are my kind of go-to ways, and I say this because a couple of years ago I had an insane fungus gnat infestation and did these and have not had fungus gnats since, so I think they work. First thing is to not overwater your plants. I was keeping my soil too moist, and that was encouraging fungus gnats. So you're going to want to water as little as possible when you're dealing with fungus gnats. So leave your soil to dry out as much as you can before doing a watering, and then water again. When you do your watering, you're going to want to use something with hydrogen peroxide in it. I would do this for a couple of waterings afterwards. Also good for root rot. Hydrogen peroxide is great. So this one I got from my local pharmacy. You can get Dischem, Clicks. Any pharmacy should have some kind of hydrogen peroxide solution because it's used a lot in medical stuff. This one's a 3%. I would go for this one. I don't have any ratios. You probably should have ratios. I just poured a little bit in some water and then watered with it. It'll make a little fizzy fizz in your soil. But again, rather put less in than more. Just add like, what have I used in this? Let's see. Okay, so there's like a quarter of the bottle left in here. So that was probably 3 waterings. So there you go, quarter of a bottle to, I don't know, a couple of litres of water. Water with that, and then should do the trick. Well, it won't do the trick by itself, but it will help. Then, sticky traps. Now, a sticky trap is an ugly thing. There's no way to make it pretty, but let me tell you, they work. So you can get those ones from just like corner stores or whatever, or Builder's Warehouse. Plastic, hangy, yellow strips. Work beautifully. Those will catch the adult fungus gnats. You're wanting to catch the adult ones because that means they can't go back into the wet soil and have some babies. So you're knocking them off before they can go and reproduce. So catch those adults on the sticky traps. If those long hangy ones are not your vibe, or you find them difficult, or you're not sort of set up in a way to use them, you can get ones that you wedge into the soil of pots. She says looking for a pot, can't see one now. I haven't been able to find them here, but what I did do is use some card and put some tape on it, and then put some Vaseline on that, and they get stuck in the Vaseline, which also works like an absolute treat. You can lay it across sort of the top of the soil or sticking out, either way. Apparently they like yellow, so I did it on yellow card. Don't know if that's true or not, but that also worked really nicely, and you're catching them right as they come out of the soil. Here's my #1 suggestion. If you don't do anything else, this would be the thing that I would suggest that you do for fungus gnats 100%. Diatomaceous earth and a loud helicopter. Diatomaceous earth is amazing. And the way that it works is pretty metal, which is also pretty cool. So you can buy food grade diatomaceous earth. This is not food grade. So like some health shops say that you can take it to, I don't know, kill parasites or something inside you. Do not take the non-food grade one yourself, please. You can buy non-food grade. This is not food grade. It's significantly cheaper, and that's all you need. So there you go. I got this bag. I don't actually remember where I got this bag from now. I'd be lying if I told you. But basically all it is super, super fine silica, aka glass. Not really glass, but that's the best I can equate it to. And you're going to want to do a really light sprinkling over the top of the soil of the plant. So gentle sprinkle over the top, but you know, enough to cover. And what will happen is when the fungus gnats, the baby fungus gnats, come out from the, oh, I'm doing so many hand movements, come out from the soil, they'll have to go through the layer of diatomaceous earth, and it shreds them. See? Told you, it's metal. So you're shredding them to pieces as they're coming out of the soil. So you're killing them on site. Diatomaceous earth. 100%. I will shout about this stuff. It is incredible. If you top water, you might notice that it will clump up after you've watered. You might need to add a little bit more. I go thick with my diatomaceous earth. People have commented that it's too thick. I mean, I'm talking like a layer like that, just to guarantee that they'll all be shredded. But you can just do a gentle sprinkle. I have seen cinnamon as well spoken about as a form of controlling fungus gnats. Most of the cinnamon that we buy in the shops is not true cinnamon. It's just kind of like a flavored pigmented something or other. I'm not quite sure. Only true cinnamon will work. I don't know where you buy it. It's very expensive. This is not. So don't even bother. Diatomaceous earth, straight up. Shred those bad boys. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got rid of my fungus gnat infestation. Hydrogen peroxide, less watering, so less water, more water less often, sticky traps, and the holy grail of diatomaceous earth. This is what you want. And that should knock your fungus gnat infestation on the head real quick. Well, not real quick, but quickish, a couple of weeks. Mine took a couple of weeks to clear it completely, and like I said, I've not seen a gnat since, so it definitely worked for me. I hope it works for you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that helpful, and that you can find some diatomaceous earth. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon for another planty video.